Now, here's the problem with an initiative that is this kind of sophisticated and requires, so many different departments working together. Before I get into the problem, this is one of my kids. I used to make demotivational posters with pictures of my kids when they were a lot younger. Maybe you will get a kick out of them. I still do. But what's the problem with these kinds of initiatives? Well, Mr. Davenport, who has written some of the best books on data the last 5 or 6 years, has a great quote. Every company has big data in its future. Every company will eventually be in the data business. And even if you think about small businesses now, people who are just running Shopify stores, people analyzing the POS data from their corner store. Every data ultimately really is a data business at heart, whether they realize it or not. However, 74% of people that are asked about the effectiveness of data realize that they have more data than they've ever had before, but they're still struggling to use it to generate useful business insights. I think this quote is kind of neat because it was reading things like this that made me start Napkin in the first place. So it goes to show you that in 15 years, we've really never been able to get ahead of the desire for businesses to leverage data, but do it effectively, right? So here's the third quote. This is kind of the sad one to me. And working in data, it's also not wildly surprising, but through the end of next year, only 20% of analytic insights will deliver business outcomes. So any time an organization invests time and money and capacity and people's big brains into trying to win with data, 1 in 5 times it will add value. That's pretty swear word disheartening as someone who is into data, who is an analyst, to think 80% of the time your work fails. And if you've ever been to an analytics conference and you're sitting in the lobby bar at the end of the day, this is the big topic that comes up, right? Very frustrating when the business is saying, we are a data business, and then the business is saying, we have more data than we know what to do with. And then the business is saying, most of the time when we try and do something with data, it sucks and doesn't add any value. That's a huge problem, right? It could be the biggest challenge in business right now, full stop, providing we buy into Mr. Davenport's statement that every business is a data business.